for the summer yet. Maybe they're still in their eggs. I don't know if the adults die off every winter or they... Around here, you'd think it'd be warm enough they could... I don't know if they need to hibernate or not. Ceiling is very uneven. That's normal. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's beautiful. I think my flashlight's going bad though. I think I need to switch flashlights. Let me, in a little bit. I have several flashlights with me, but this one is my favorite. I want to order more, but the people who sell flashlights on eBay, they make it very difficult to find the good ones. Put simply, they have misleading advertising, so keep buying the wrong flashlight. Last time, actually, I had to demand a refund because I ordered a flashlight that clearly said one type of battery, and they sent me a smaller flashlight with the wrong type of battery. So that really bugged me because then I had to send it back to get a refund. It's like, come on. Well, it was funny, I complained about it too, about it being misleading. And they're like, no, it's not misleading, you misread it. Sorry, but I know how to read and I know what it says. And yes, it was misleading. Arrgh. This is a really cool little side room here, but look at the flat formations up here. I don't know if this counts as cave bacon or not, because cave bacon, it forms, well, it's kind of wavy and it's shaped with multiple color patterns, so it looks like bacon. This is more like multiple layers peeling apart, I think. But the point is, this cave, it formed flat at the bottom of the ocean. I mean, the rock formed at the bottom of the ocean. And then tectonic plate movements made it move up. The ground moved up out of the ocean, but it didn't stay level. It turned crooked. So now the layers that were originally horizontal, they're like at a 60-degree angle now. So that's why in this cave, pretty much everything's at a 60-degree angle. It's kind of cool to think that just huge piece of solid rock land does that. Like, wow. But we were talking about millions of years, so, you know, a millimeter per year for a million years adds up to a lot, right? I think the elevations here is only 2,000 feet. It's not like we're that far above sea level. I think Oregon caves are 3,000 or 4,000 feet above sea level. But check it out. There's a hole in the wall. That's over to the main part of the cave. Same thing, there's all these holes in the wall. That goes over to the main part of the cave. I could crawl through, but I'm not wearing my jacket, so I don't feel like crawling. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk. Look how wide this is. This hole is like 10 feet wide. It's only 4 feet tall. And notice how there's dust everywhere. I'm 50% sure the wind blew it in here. Since there's an entrance at each end, there's a lot of airflow. That's probably why the cave is so dry, because all the dry air blowing in from outside is evaporating the air, evaporating the moisture, the water. Oh yeah, I showed this before. Now look at this. The dirt here on the floor, close to me, see how it's dark? That's just dirt, but see how ahead where it's white? Like I said, it looks kind of like frost, but it's 60 degrees in here, Fahrenheit. It's way too warm for frost. So I'm not sure exactly how or why it's like that. It could be some kind of a light, sparkly sand. That's my first guess. Or it could be like small crystals, a carbonate. The limestone is a calcium carbonate. Anyway, I think. Double check me on that one. Feel free to fact check me if I'm full of it. I'm doing this from memory, you know. But yeah, this is really cool back here. Notice the different colors. This is all natural. This isn't vandalism or anything like that. Although, like right here, see how it's flat on the bottom? It's possible somebody broke that off or somebody did it on, it happened naturally, I don't know. Look at this, there's a cool hole right there. This cave doesn't have very many of those holes. Some caves like this, they're full of so many holes, you'd sort of Swiss cheese. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now I'm back in the main room. It's dozens of feet across here, a couple dozen feet tall. It's huge. So my flashlight's not doing it justice. So I'm just gonna walk along the left edge here. So at least the camera will pick up something. Ooh, like color. Look at this. See if I can light it up somewhat evenly. There's like yellowish green there. Is that sulfur or something? Darn if I know. But I'm pretty sure it's not vandalism. The main vandalism is caves are people doing drawings or writing their names. But this cave, it looks like they've cleaned up most of the vandalism. I think I saw some names farther down. A lot of people, when they get to the end, they want to prove it by writing the name at the end of the cave. Tell them if you feel that strongly about it, bring a tripod and a camera with a self-timer. Take a selfie. Look, this is me at the end of the cave. Quite frankly, I don't see the need to prove anything, but whatever. But yeah, look at how, remember earlier I showed you how smooth and flat the ceiling was, and yet here it's very curvy and uneven. But it's actually a little of both here. See this yellow here, the way it's drawn like a letter H, that's probably vandalism. That's probably a paint. That's kind of naughty, oh well. But yeah, let me go over here in the middle. I'm standing on top of a rock. Hopefully I'll be able to see something. But yeah, the wall is very rough here. And then the ceiling is super smooth. There's some horizontal lines like green, browns. It's kind of pretty, except that it's got a lot of dirt. So it's kind of ugly at the same time. It's pretty ugly. How's that sound? Okay, I'm staying on top of a rock. I have to be careful not to fall down. You see how parts of this are very rough with all sorts of weird rocks sticking out. And the ceiling is really, really smooth. It's like not polished smooth, but if this cave was upside down, you could easily walk on the ceiling. I mean, it's just that smooth. There wouldn't be any trip hazards. Honestly, it looks a lot like an erosion cave. I wonder if this cave has had 2 entrances for so long that there's been a lot of erosion. Whoops, my flashlight just glitched out. I'm gonna have to watch that. So there's that hole I told you about. I was on the other side there, pointing out these holes. And I said, I don't need to crawl through there, I'll just walk around. That's exactly what I did. That's Mr. Lazy to you. All right, here we go. Well, plus I crawled through on my first video. I want my first video, my second video, to be a little bit different too. So I can crawl through one way, don't crawl through the other way. Cover more ground. Oh, this is weird. Somebody left a yellow ribbon. Is there support the war effort? Too bad there's no war going on. All right. Anyway, yeah, but look how rough it is here. Then again, it's smooth up there. The cave couldn't make up its mind what it wanted to do. I know, caves don't have minds. It's called personification. All right, anyway, this is fun. I'm like crawling between these rocks. I swear, this is just like exploring the beach at low tide.